And this time, looks like the live stream is stable. So please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Looks like everything is booted on up. Please give a moment to make sure the live chat windows are online. Okay, looks like that's all good as well. Give me a moment to check my other computer. And it looks like everything's good to go there. Let's see, I did take time to look for some good replays beforehand, so we shall start with this one here. Assuming I still can find it. Let's see, Dry Arabia 8-24. This one likely. Yep, this one. We'll start with this one. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age Mythology replay. Spawn on top side is the Orange Delhi Sultanate, we got May. Spawn on the south side is the Yellow French, we have Beastie. Let's see, now when it comes to map generation, I do see the buried deposit behind. This other expansion buried deposit, nice and safe as well. Your deposit spawn a little bit forward. Of course, this is Delhi Sultan, so may or may not get professional scouts in a timely manner. The French usually age up with the what's called, not Royal Institute, the School of Cavalry, which could give an early access to a scout production in order for professional scouts. Yellow has a safety deposit behind, so that one doesn't necessarily need professional scouts. This one over here is off the side does. Yellow's trees spawned all to the right, and not mention one deposit behind, so easy collection for collecting wood, but it can be exposed to other sources of aggression. Let's see, what else is there? Yellow or red? Not red. Orange, the mix of red and yellow, does have 3 small gold deposits up north. Pretty safe here with a large stone deposit here, so orange has a pretty good map generation. But it sort of feels like this map generation just feels off. Not all the time we actually see north-south. It's usually some sort of east or west, but this is a bit more north and south. Either way, we've got now the Dome of Faith being deployed in the field, as well as the School of Cavalry. For yellow, both gold deposits spawn pretty close by each other, so that should be pretty safe. And actually a decent amount of resources in this part of the map as well. So it's nice and backwards for yellow, which could also inherently provide some natural build direction for keeping trade secure as you start building outposts and other things that sort. Those outposts can be later on help keeping that stuff secure. Not to mention, probably can build some walls along this longitude, latitude, diagonalitude. Either way, Dome of the Faith has been completed to get some bargain bin scholars. Early stable there. Iron Probista building his life. So likely going for some Ghazi Raiders. A little bit too early for Delhi's Sultanate professional scouts. Is how slow it researches. He is going for first, but it takes another 4 minutes 30 seconds. A significant amount of time to say the least. And we do actually have survival techniques being researched by Yellow. I'm rather than professional scouts, going to be going for some basic walls here. And we've got a Royal Knight deployed in the field, an early Royal Knight. which is of course not a Dark Age Knight, it just means it's arriving out early. Exotic Doggo does get some fights there. I did see as well that wolf took the first slice, went down 11. Never mind. No charge attack there. I don't know why my math was a little bit off. Scout there. Guys are just being employed out on the field to go clubbing the Royal Knight. There is another Royal Knight on the build queue. Got 3 Gods Raiders in the field. That should be adequate dealing with the Royal Knight. Just gotta make sure it doesn't hit the scout there. Guys are just pretty forward. Guys are just to move at full horseman move speed, unlike Sapahi. In other words, very good versus these units. Looks like I'm going to be bopping the scout a little bit there. Is splitting up 3 on the Royal Knight. That's adequate. Not much is needed to take out with scout there. So good split there. And local doggo in the run as well. Another Royal Knight push way forward. Does get a nice charge there. When we focus on one down, the bonus damage should have subsided by now. Does pull back this God's Raid in time. Remember as well, he is Deadly Solar, which means with Scholars, and not to mention he has Bargain Bin Scholars, so you should have access to some early heals. Royal Knight or God's Raider falls back to 2 health, fall back to a Scholar there. It will be cost effective to get these guys healed on up. We got a good number of Royal Knights on the field, 4 with 2 more on the way. Does split the formations of the Scout and the God's Raiders to improve move speed. And there is a, what's a plural term of medics? Not a flock of medics. A school of medics? A school and debt of medics. A debt of scholars. A debt of scholars. That's it. We'll call it a debt of scholars. Why do you think these guys are so cheap? It's they took the part of their costs on themselves in student loans. A debt of scholars. We do now have these Royal Knights push way forward. The Scout took a bit of damage here, but it can heal himself up. We do now have Chivalry being researched as well, so a little bit of health regen will be quite nice. We got that Spear and Tang goes down there. Royal Knights rotating on in. Scout needs to fall back. Does not have Chivalry, but at least have his own health regen to work with. The health regen of it is not great. It's like 0.25 per second, if my math is incorrect. We have professional scouts there, all seeing eye and hardened spearmans. Bit of chivalry there. Helps with the extra little conflicts. It does make a difference there. Good number of Gazi Raiders there. Pulls back the wounded one. The scout may go down, which is actually somewhat fine for yellow. After all, it's likely absorbing damage from the Royal Knights. And with the number of Gazi Raiders and Spearmen in the field, these Royal Knights may want to fall back a bit more rather than pushing forward. They are indeed pushing forward. We've got a good number of villagers here. One Spearman God's Raider to help intercept, which maybe enough to put some emergency walls there. Bit of health regen from Chivalry there. One God's Raider does go down. I think the Scout went down as well. It looks like the Royal Knight there got the spear block. Tell you some of those professional scouts almost completed. And I don't think the French player has gone professional scouts. Royal Knight taking some severe damage. And does take some hits there. Does take out that guy's ready there. Orange is a higher destroy value than yellow, which means if this one goes down, it'll take even higher destroyed value. Over here, oh, we got the Royal Knight going down. So Orange taking some early victories. The Delta Scholars are over there. And soon to be all circus sites captured up by Orange, which also gives them a good amount of gold generation. Currently 0 villagers are on gold, but right now having 300 and approximately 350 gold per minute from the secret sites. But this would be 475, but they're both being captured this moment. But who knows if he'll be pulls them both off there. These Royal Knights rotating around over here. There's the death of scholars, which shall repay their death. And oh, the Spirit Brace connected with the sacred site there. Scholars taking some damage here. Do now have the horticultural research for orange. Of course, it's free. Is that all those scholars there? And that Royal Knight will likely go down. Right now, orange is a larger military force side, and as well as a higher value. And got good contingent archers there. At this point in time, maybe also mix some spearmen wouldn't hurt. After all, it help hit those Gazi Raiders. And oh, Royal Knights find a good number of villagers here. We don't have textiles there. Well, regular melee attacks are still pretty effective versus villagers. Like, 3 swipe them. Looks like 7 villagers did in fact go down there. Unless there was actually villagers that did go down, but either way, Yellow's cut off 7 villagers. And as well as the French, of course, has faster town center production, which means he has better villager production while at it. So, Yellow has a nice villager advantage. Orange has claimed every single sacred site there, so getting some extra gold income, which is quite nice. And he has got enough passive income, gold income from those sacred sites there to get him age up. Just needs some more food. Against the French, I don't think Delhi Sultanate can really stick around age 2 for too long. Or at least be in a winning move. French player has obtained enough gold as well. Sacred site being captured there by the scholar. Does manage to not follow these guys off the sacred site. I thought he would. A number of Royal Knights moving around. He does have contingent force to protect up these berry collectors. He will need... Oh, looks like since the professional scouts has completed, it's going to take time to actually utilize it. Very nice. He was actually starting to run low on the berries either way, so these deer will come in a pretty good opportune time. Looks like 6 out of 7 of deer has been claimed here. Royal Knights do have a scout here. Yellow's going for some basic walls here to patch up the flank and going for his own set of berries. That is a large berry deposit. I have 8 berry bushes rather than 6. Of course, it's still a berry deposit, so it's not a great source of nutrition, just a source of nutrition. Good enough villagers took hits there. He has 6 times research textiles. Textiles do say have the same research cost or research time as other civilizations' textiles, so doesn't get slowed down because it's Delhi Sultanate, even though it is still free. These Royal Knights have taken some hits there. These Royal Knights are backing on off. We'll spot this scout there. French player still good with more archers, maintaining above 600 gold. Delhi Sultanate player has consumed some of his gold. More of these villagers being picked on off. So far, Yellow's cut off 13. Very good. Down by a staggering 20. Of course, it does have 2 sacred sites at the moment, which means additional 250 gold, if I remember correctly. Right now, it says over 300. I'm pretty sure each one provides 125 gold, right? If it is 125 each, so that's effectively plus 3 per villagers per sacred site, or 6 villagers. But still, 43 versus 56 is a big number. Archers firing away. They do not have +1. Wait, no, that's oranges. Yellow has +1 range damage, but there's +1 range armor to counters, so they're doing still the base damage. House of Learning being established there gives access to 6 unique researches. Of course, Stunning Summon doesn't really have time attacks. If they get a timing attack, then their opponent has really took a long time to age on up. But we'll probably see immediate transition to some Lancers in the meantime. Against the French, it's probably a good idea to go for the crossbow while at it. And since he already has Spearman in the field, which means he has barracks, you can always mix in some Man-at-Arms for at least some more advanced assets that doesn't require the veteran training. Big pile of research being researched. Does cancel Siege Engineers because it is not the other upgrades. Hasn't queued up, looks like the military academies. Might as well queue it up. Spearman's building some walls there. Ghazi Raiders backing on off. Ghazi Raiders getting hit quite hard. Even though archers don't have any additional power capability, they at least just have good numbers to help even focus down these Ghazi Raiders. There's 52 archers, which is a very significant amount. French players eyeing to collect some more food to age on up. Does spot this scout there. Yellow is trying to clean up some of this venison. Looks like orange has maybe snagged the piece. And we do have now a War Elephant deployed in the field. It is both heavy armor and anti-cavalry. More or less anti-cavalry. You can see the plus 40% damage versus cavalry, so I'm just assuming it's anti-cavalry. Never really see it used often as that, but I think it's still pretty good at that. We have a Spearman there. They'll just do back on off time. Its heavy armor does provide an X amount of protection versus range attacks. Right now 6 armor. These archers have 6 damage. They only take 1 damage. We've got double wall there. 1 scholar does go down. It does pick off both scholars. Villagers backing off now. Guildhall being researched. Archers migrating up north to avoid all the angry man pointy sticks. We've got some Lancers mixed on in. I see some Man-at-Arms as well. He has, I think, research Hodin Blaze versus the House of Learning, which means his Lancers and his Man-at-Arms have plus 3 damage. These Royal Knights get a pretty good charge deck there on those villagers. Veteran Royal Knight research on the way. Didn't see what technology he went for. I thought he went for Guildhall. I'm not so sure. That's Guildhall. Way off the coast side as well, which could be sniped. It's hard to say, honestly. Villagers do ghost the walls in time. Royal Knights charge way forward. Does manage to scrape some villagers through the wall segments. Does at least that section of wall segments there. Royal Knights backing on off. Got some health regen here as well. And may take out this guy carrying some piece of venison. Scout is down, not big surprise. Interrupting the chivalry there though. Triple archer range there. Probably can go for good number crossbowmen. Got some arbaletiers on the build queue as well. Good charge attack there. Some of these villagers being picked on off. Veteran Knight does have, of course, plus 2 damage, which means 26 damage base damage, so can 3-shot these villagers, even with plus 1 armor. It does take out the Royal Knight there. 19 villagers so far slain, so Orange is so behind on the villager production, that's for sure. But of course, the free research is nice. House Learning has gone for some research. Look, the Home Blades have been researched. There's something else as well. Don't know the order of everything. We do not have Gambesons being researched there. Increasing Arbitrator's melee armor by 5, effectively giving them being a good counter to Spearmen. Something I don't know if it makes as much sense to people when I say that. Let's see. Orange has 9 Spearmen left. You can see here, Veteran Spearmen right now have 11 damage, which is the max out they can get this age. Arbiters with the Gambesons with additional +2 melee armor will have 8 melee armor, so in theory those Spearmen only do 3 damage per stab against Arbiters, and that's not a lot. Reinforce foundations. Are these guys on patrol move? Yep, most of those guys on patrol move. As much powerful the world from this, we'll probably have trouble for all those Royal Knights. Villagers do get impaled quite hard. And Orange can't be affording to losing more villagers like this. The Lancers get a good short attack there. Cross some shots into them as well. Most of these Royal Knights are down. There are some walls there. Royal Knights backing on off. Took severe damage there. Now, I do have his Academy now being established by Orange, which will, of course, give him... That was the food generation per technology, right? Plus truth per number of technology researched. I always get the two names of the final Delhi Sultanate landmarks mixed up. I don't know why. Scout will quick go on down there. Yellow has now established a keep here. Remember, it's French as well, so can provide cost reduction ore, so we'll probably see some forward infrastructure around it. Of course, we've got another keep here for that same cost reduction aura. Orange has claimed 4 relics, Yellow's only claimed the 1. Guildhall has food inside of it. The French player has enough gold to age on up, needs more food. Going for veteran horseman now.
Longtemps va-t-il demeurer?
Scout moving around. We do have these Royal Knights moving around as well. Got a number of spearmen there. Crossbow gets a good charge attack there. All these walls are ghosted. And I don't think this one will go down. Even another volley 3. Oh, didn't manage to get 2 more bolts into it, taking out that Royal Knight. Very nice. Right now, Orange has a much higher kill value than Yellow. Yellow has nearly twice the amount of villagers, though. Yellow's doing a good job of calling those village numbers. It could start eyeing to lock down part of this region just to get the trade route secured. Never hurts to get at least a basic walls to get it secured on up. Going for massive power research right now for Orange. The red palace being salvaged there in the center of the map, which was good to protect the sense of army, especially with this pile of trees here. Next is gold deposit, which is also very important. Though most of the second sites are gen and orange sides of the map, and they're all captured by orange. Looks like the orange may win in 7 minutes. We'll see whether or not if orange will win in 7 minutes. Red Palace will also provide extra arbalest emplacements across all fortifications as well. So some extra defense here, whether it be town centers or keeps, will be very nice. Help protect the future trader out. But these elite lances will have a bit of trouble here. That arbalest placement does do 42 damage. It does get the village inside of that outpost. Outpost does go down. Does get most villagers out of there. They will obtaining Pumbaa there. Good number of arbaletiers right now. The Deadly Soul player does have a scholar, crossbowman, lancer, a good amount of heavy armor, so the crossbow arbaletiers are definitely a good option. Problem is, mass scholars can be a bit of an issue. The Red Palace takes very little prisoners. Orange now faces on the flank. Good number of war elephants here. Of course, we do have an outpost here, and this will, of course, have the arbalest placement for extra defense. The basic arrows do 14 damage. These war elephants have 12 range armor, so the basic arrows will not do much damage, but the arbalest placement will start hitting these guys quite hard. Trying to torch down the keep now. Elephants, of course, are effectively a battering ram. Offering a little less than 100 damage per melee attack. Crossbow firing over here, taking out some villagers. Over here, we've got Yellow's forces. Yellow has the captured sacred site there. Lancers getting ripped apart. Guildhall's next. Looks like he has recently withdrawn all the food for aging up. He has a decent amount of food, wood, and some gold to work with, so maybe some horsemen and spearmen would be good. He is going for some horsemans. Guildhall takes some damage there. He could try withdrawing from at the last moment. Horsemen now engaging, which will be good against the crossbow, not good against the war elephants. More horsemen advancing, good number of crossbowmen. War elephants are classified as heavy. The other lances moving around, does have horsemen to engage, also the town center with his arbalest emplacement, the capital I should say. Also take out these crossbowmen who now have incendiary arrows. Elite arbaletiers now researched. Crossbow still causing issues back here. Yellow's lost some villagers, lost 10 versus 21. Over here, these guys are pretty forward as well. Of course, got the keep in the region. Crossmen do all go down there. We do have horsemen moving around, 6 site being decaptured. And Orange trying to torch down the Palisade Gate. And yellow trying to torch down the palisade gate. But some berries here. Two villagers collecting up berries. Probably husband, wife. Looks like it. Lancers moving around. Got 6 side captured by orange. All of them still captured by orange. 8 minutes left to victory. Oh, got some mangonels here. Horsemen rotating around, engaging some horsemen. Horsemen, of course, will run into a wall, just not a brick wall. Villagers doing inside the outpost. Got the red palace here, being engaged by countered by trebuchet. Lancers, Ghazi raiders, horsemen trying to charge way forward. Just veteran horsemen at the moment. The horsemen's on the way. Takes the trebuchet. Could start repairing up the red palace a little bit. Enlistment incentives being researched, a very important upgrade in my opinion, as especially when the games go longer. We do now have the Royal Bloodlines research for yellow. Down south, got these Lancers getting hit, or intercepted at least. Oh, yellow's heading up north trying to collect this gold deposit. I think for both gold deposits, he's going to try to seize the golden map as he can, as early as he can. He's going to play in the long game going like this. Some of these are getting hit there. The guild hall has been repaired. It has no resource deposit. I don't know. I think it collected recently. Not sure if it gets rebuilt, if it has to start over. Never really paid close enough attention to that. Usually if a landmark goes down, it's probably down for the rest of the game. Rarely ever gets repaired. And looks like yellow's going to take time to cross the T. Making all rolls and miss there. Forces keep is now built. Good number of forces in the region to engage it though. Royal Bloodlines almost complete by yellow. It looks like maybe the last of Orange's research has already get completed. Crossbow goes down quite quickly. Also got some hand cannons on the field. That was expanding the keep. A lot of infrastructure over here. I think yellow should at least go for some basic walls over this and start eyeing for a bit of trade. Just a small amount of trade, nothing too significant. Basic walls there, queued for orange. Yellow's trying to get this keep prepared. Villagers starting to get hit there a little bit. Do not have a royal cannon or just a cannon on the field. Let's get a good shot there. Gets destroyed. Bomb bars firing away, or cannons are firing away. Gold now being seized here, the rest of it. Yellow could eye for this gold deposit. The villagers are a little bit idle. Has one pebble in his bank. So I'm building a market here. Probably going to buy 2, maybe 300 stone. So he bought 500. Oh, got a good debt of scholars there. Elite Royal Knights not being researched by the French. Of course, we got the red palace here, fully upgraded as well, so it has its spring golden placement as well as the cannon placement. Orange pushing forward over here. Scholars units in these units. Orange now offensive here. Yellow is breaking his way forward. Cannons engaging the keep, but it is fully upgraded. Crossbowman engaging. I think they may have the, yep, he does have the passive ability. Gazir is fully surrounding this force there, able to quickly take them all out. Keep lives, does not get 7 delays. Got these Royal Knights or Horsemen engaging these villagers. Of course, has the hide villagers way into housing upgrade, so it gives them 9 damage defensive arrows. Very handy. It's not ultra powerful, just something that is a good way to sequester your villagers' way to safety. Villagers getting hit over here as well. They got equal number of villager kill count now, 35 versus 35. He also has a clear advantage. Oh, there's a big debt to scholars there. Horsemen were hiding away in the shrubbery up north. Very nice. If yellow can sneak on some melee infantry units, or just any sort of infantry unit, it could be a great way to infest your opponent's base with battering rams. It's one of my favorite tactics to do when I play Mongols, is in the big fight and later on, if I have the improved, I the improved lightweight construction beams for the battering rams, reducing the build time of battering rams by 75% rather than by 50%, which is very important. It means they build 50% faster compared to other civilizations at that point. Then you can really infest your opponent's base with just only a handful of infantry units there. So you build some backline battering rams. As a big fight goes on, you just simply moving towards your opponent's base and start destroying structures, causing backline issues, as well as get those raid bounties. And with improved raid bounties, you can quickly get themselves paid for. Not to mention you get the stone raid bounties. Right way to generate stone. Horsemen get some good hits there on those hand cannoneers. And the French player has a significant amount of hand cannoneers. No arbaletiers. That's heresy for a French player. Going for hand cannoneers and horsemans. The French player is actually low in food as well as gold. He needs perhaps eye some trade. Even just getting a small number of traders can help out in the long run, just so you have a backup gold income. And Gazir is now pushed onto the French cannons. Villagers trying to intercept. Since he's trying to hit the cannons, having the villagers intercept is actually a valid tactic right now. And successful one. A lot of those Gazirs did get in fact shanked, and the dead scholars getting impaled as well. We got now double keeping established here to claim this valuable gold deposit. The Vizoli Summon player has a massive stockpile of resources. The main thing, pretty much triple sacred site for the most of the game. He is 5 minutes away from victory. But eventually it does have 4 relics as well. Right now let's do the fire volley there. Hand cannoneers firing away. Both players' hand cannoneers are completely and utterly ordinary. But we do have some pink gunpowder here, and straight here as well. Of course, we do have 2 keeps here, which means all the defensive arrows as well as 2 arbalists emplacements. Yellow's rest of the villagers are falling back. He had a significant number of villagers collect up some resources. I do want to take a look at the guild hall, but these crossbowmen, hand cannoneers, and scholars will go down to these keeps that does pull out as villagers. They grab the French cannon. Magnol's not firing away. They are technically a soft counter to structures. Horseman going straight for those mangonels. Massive volley here. Does take out 3, 4, potentially 5. All 5 of those mangonels do go down. They bypass the Hank-Caniers though. Cannon Pipson just got finished here. Handful of villagers do pop on out to repair up this keep. He does have a bit of stone to work with. So the villager that can hit, he can looks like the rest of those villagers that fell back or died. Horseman and Hank-Caniers pushing along the flank. It looks like Yellow will hold this area. More Hank-Caniers pretty forward. He could use some spearmen in my opinion. Going to take out the spawn burster. Does lose a keep. He also has the time to clean up the stone deposit. 800 stone left there. So he has enough stone to build one more keep. Bombard does go down there. This keep will be saved. All these forces being cleaned up. Orange will technically win the fight. Yellow has a higher destroyed value at the moment. The keep has been saved, and now going for his own adjustable crossbar bars. Oh, looks like some of those villagers getting hit by the cannon. Orange not going for his own keep over here. Horseman now retaliating upon him. Keep will be built. Some orange villagers are going down here. Good number of them. Horsemen will be picked on off there. We got more horsemen back here. Trying to capture the sacred site there. This one's turning neutral. Right now, the French player is low on all resources. The guild hall right now has 500 gold in the banks. It must have recently withdrawn from it. The Dalisol player is also pretty low on resources. Low on food, has some wood, low on gold, and has plenty of stone for a time frame. And the stone deposit has only 142. You may not realize how much stone's left there. Not a whole lot, not too many pebbles. Number of farms going on up over there. Got these outlying outposts starting to be cleaned on up. The archers now being restored for the French player, with a good way to counter off those Hank-Caniers. And he captures the sixth site there, but will be interrupted. It was caused by this villager. We find some more keeps there. So the game stalled out a little bit there. The French player is maxed out population. The Dalisol player is very far from maxed out. We go for more Gazir at the moment. Precious gold deposit being seized by yellow. Horseman will be picked off by the Gods Raiders. Orange not eyeing for some traders. 60 gold per trip. I think he may need to delete some of these walls, so I'll build some gates here. Yellow's trying to torch down the battering ram. It will be successful. Orange also has a keep here. And Horsemen here do get intercepted. Orange still has 2 secret sites there, which means he gets additional passive gold income. In fact, right now he has 2 villagers on gold while having 626 gold per minute. Take some hits there, trying to repair up that mining camp there. Probably was trying to do a bit of a drop off. Cannons engaging this keep, has set a blaze. A lot of siege weapons here which could be picked off. Be a big loss there. Of course, it does have the red palace here. Some Royal Knights being set for elite Royal Knights. Orange being pushed on back, took some damage there. And got some wall gates starting going down now. Out that gate, keep does go down. And Cannoneers straightforward. Of course, got a keep here, but severely wounded. That volley of cannons will set blaze. Next volley will definitely take it out. Cannoneers firing away. Good volley there on the hand Cannoneers. Orange's horsemen surrounding these ranged forces. Magnus getting some good hits on those hand Cannoneers. Good number of them quite wounded. That's definitely held back with the bargain bin scholars. But Orange gets a full 360 round and does wipe out that entire force. Yellow has a higher destroyed value at the moment though, but only by 5,000. It's hard to say how important that is at the exact moment. Yeah, I do want to click on the Hazar Academy and see the current value it's providing. 800 of food per minute, so it's reached the levels of the Cognitive Palace, the Mongol's Cognitive Palace, and has a resource generation. Royal Knights pushing the way forward. And villagers do take some damage there. Oops. Got a good number of Royal Knights. Looks like the French player is starting to transition for some quality into his army with the Royal Knights able to really punch through an army. The Southern player does have a good number of hand Cannoneers mixed on in, but so does Orange, the French, or the yellow player. Number 3 straight is going down. And the Dudley Summons low on wood, as well as, as low as gold. And so these traders are not exactly cheap, seeing he's basically out of wood as well as gold. Has some food to work with. So at this one time, you may want to go for mana arms? No. against. Everything he's fighting against. Main arms against archers and horsemen. Main arms wouldn't be too bad. Plus, he has honed blades. Horsemen push way forward. The other side part does have over 1,000 sun to go for another keep. Help protect a certain area if it keeps him getting hit. Villagers being forced him back. Got a good number of battle rams here to push on forward for the French. Up here, do have the Royal Knights engaged with the horsemen. Oops. Up here, battle rams now advancing towards the keep. Got this keep taking some damage there. Horsemen, Royal Knights, take up these Ghazi Raiders. Ghazi Raiders backing on off or forward to the traders, which may have converted. They're now providing 72 gold per minute. Much higher. Looks like the tiny bit farther back trade post is making quite a big difference there. Though that number may include the, it also may include the commerce effect, which is what, 10 gold per minute per one? Hard to say, honestly. It could be 1 gold every 6 seconds. So that would be 1 gold, 10 gold every minute, right? Geyser just will go down there. Yellow's batting rams push forward, does take out some infrastructure. Cannoneers now intercepting. All those yellow forces do go down. Geyser Raiders here will be picked on off. They're trying to decapture the second side there. 8 minutes remaining. Second side here trying to be decaptured as well. So how's the Guild Hall doing? Right now it has a sizable amount of gold, 4,800. That can get the French part going. Looks like he's going to be expending a lot of his wood. Going for Lords and Royal Knights. I think he just withdrew from the Guild Hall. Yes, he has. Once you start running low on gold, just go to the Guild Hall, take whatever's in there, and then continue pushing forward. You can always mix in some of the wood-based units for the meantime as well, if you're really trying to max it out. Red Palace takes some damage here. It's generally a good idea to garrison the Red Palace if it is in range of other assets. Horsemen and Knights push way forward. They'll just take some hits there. Horsemen pursuing these horsemen, or Geyser is pursuing the horsemen and Royal Knights. These guys are fighting within range of the keep there. So the keep's getting some good damage on in. A lot of heavy armor there. There's heavy range armor. Yellow is going to hold the line and a nice little choke point. That's pretty forward of here. Good number of Royal Knights. I'm really bringing the quality thanks to the Guild Hall. And it looks like Yellow's going to try to win the game thanks to the Guild Hall. Nice little jump around there with the villager, trying to get rid of this keep. But of course, he is trying to avoid all these yellow horsemen and Royal Knights. Geyser Raiders now trying to hit these French cannon. Royal Knights push way forward and counterattack. Keep is taking a beating there, but it is not ablaze at the moment. Now it is ablaze. Taking some more damage there. It does go down. Orange does pull back those villagers time. 105 plus 112. That was some players, it's still pretty low in gold. Trader's gonna go on down. And Kenya's do find the volley there. Got Yellow's force straight forward, can engage into the keep. He's got all these guys in the back line. He's going straight for the keep. Bombards will be sacked. Cannoneers firing from both angles. Roll Knights charging to the Gazi Raiders. Cannoneers trying to hit the other set of Gazi Raiders. Plus have the keep there engaging. Need some repairs. More China Cannoneers are firing away, so is the Yellows. Both sides of the melee forces are collapsing in each other. Looks like Orange does have more hand cannoneers in the field, 44 versus 31. I think Orange has just simply more over here as well. Keep is still up and going, and Orange has enough for stone for a bit of repairs. It looks like Yellow's army does get cleaned on up there. Pretty even fight though. Yellow has more reinforcements being brought in. Large thanks to also the cost reduction for being nearby the depot. The Red Palace needs repairs. Get that cost reduction up and going again. Not to mention it's just the Red Palace. Has Schultze cost these hand cannoneers. There are 3 civilizations against Schultze cost hand cannoneers. First the Rus for having Schultze. You got the House of Lancaster with the King's Kulag. And of course you got the French's cost reduction Sphere of Influence. And maybe some others as well. Can't think of any off the top of my head though. No wood collection there. French player has low in food, has some gold to work with. Guildhall has gold collecting up now. Orange has a significant number of hand cannoneers. They have Orange has a higher army value in the field as well. French player is now maxed on out. It has 6 mangonels, which is quite significant. I don't think Yellow... Yellow has gone for some mangonels in the past, but not this many. Orange is sticking to Gazi Raiders and hand cannoneers, and has a significant number of hand cannoneers, to say the least. And cannoneers firing away. Mangonels find a massive volley there. And these hand cannoneers are very wounded. Need some scholars over here to heal them up. It will be definitely worth to heal up these guys, though there's probably some other effects he has for healing health regen. Chivalry, Royal Knights out Chivalry forward. Impale some of those hand cannoneers. The lumber mill does get destroyed. Second side here being decapped as well. Right now, that's the only second side captured by Orange. Yellow does have more gold income than Orange at the moment as well. And Cannoneers do take some bosses there. It got some basic walls there. Causing Blade choke point, which is better for the side that has more range units, which is both sides. I think it works better for the Mangonels. Good number of those villagers go down there. Orange right now is low on wood. I think I just saw him buy some wood there at the market. Yellow or Orange going for his own mangonels as well. Six-side victory now been obtained by Orange once again. Yellow can easily capture this one. It has now reached the 1 hour mark in the game. Mangonels, get a good volley there. Hand Cannoneers push forward. Hand Cannoneers with backline. Mangonels, don't target them just yet. Does track them to some of the Hand Cannoneers though. And now they have similar army value size. Can go either way. And Orange has 4 reinforcements there. Massive volley there does hit on a number of Orange's Hand Cannoneers. Orange's Mangonels now getting the range. Strikes a good number of Yellow's Hand Cannoneers. Yellow's Mangonels does range Orange Mangonels. Massive hits there on Orange's Hand Cannoneers. But it looks like almost all the horses are dead. And now the few remaining Royal Knights for Yellow managed to range the Mangonels. Yellow still has a significant number of Hand Cannoneers in the back line. Orange's Mangonels push forward. Get some good volleys there onto Yellow's Hand Cannoneers. 1 Mangonel remaining for Yellow. 2 for Orange. 1 for Orange. Guys are just pushing forward. Yellow's going for some forward fortifications as well. Geyser Raiders and large cube by the Southern Single player. Lonewood though, he's going for some Hand Cannoneers. He may want to go for some Lancers. Or just something to use gold and food. That's what he has more. Little wood. 3,400 gold here. French player could withdraw from him. He's low on food. He can go for a big wave of horsemen for the time frame as well. This helps supplement his horse. He wants to hold off on the guild hall withdrawal. Batting rams pushing in a pretty good formation. French horsemen are pretty good, so are Geyser Raiders. French horsemen, of course, have the royal bloodlines to give them just extra health. Villagers backing off, trying to torch down the batting rams. Or made the breach. We've got good enough villagers here who can be respond to it. Villagers being pursued. They do get inside of that outpost there, but it's unfortified. Geyser is rotating around to intercept. Keep is taking a beating, being battered down by the battering rams. Royal Knights, I think have a good choke point there, but he is now Orange's Hand Cannoneers trying to mix some in. French player has a pretty good amount of resources. I think he just withdrew from the guild hall. He is going for a massive wave of Royal Knights and some more Mangonels, cannon, and a couple Hand Cannoneers. Just making a gold-based play, Yellow is. Orange has a pretty good amount of food and gold there, so he can start playing on his own units, but now some trades are going to be intercepted. 6-side victory, 7 minutes 20 seconds, which could continue. So this one looks like be interrupted, and they got another Royal Knight probably hitting the last single site there. And Orange's trade's being hit, as well as farming line. Down to 93 civilians. Lancer won't engage the Royal Knight, does receive impalement. Bone Blades does give some more damage to one side versus by Royal Bloodlines. I don't know who actually wins that fight. Royal Knight's trying to accept more of these traders. Second side has been decaptured. Orange does not have a maxed out army. Yellow does, has a good supply of resources. Guildhall still has 5,000 gold in there, so he is not withdrawn from it. So Yellow has quite a bit of momentum behind him. Orange does have a good amount of resources stocked up, barring wood. I think he just basically has wood income from relics. Has 2 villagers on lumber somewhere. Nothing too significant. So Geyser Raiders' production is going to slow down. He's starting to go from Lancers. Let's see, 338 at 35 damage. 364 at 32 damage. I think the Royal Bloodlines does make the Royal Knights pull out ahead. Granted, canted saddles is also another measurement, but it's hard to estimate that sometimes. Lancers charging on in some Gazi Raiders. Cannoneers in a pretty good bit. Orange could delete some of these walls, so he's able to push on forward. Though he has a pretty good firing line of gunpowder of hand cannoneers here. He is mixing some of the Mangonel, doesn't put Mangonel out. One orange Mangonel to go down. Guys just have trouble against the surface here. It does take a massive volley there from one of yellow's Mangonels, which still exists. And it looks like orange is getting decimated, and I think that's going to be game. He's got a pretty good Q there going, but his trade line is going to be hit really hard there, and he... Trader's actually evacuating other areas, so maybe not. He's just going to re-secure the area really soon. Keep taking a beating there. Another round of walls there. The walls will cause another issue for traders. Orange takes their time to mass. He's shrinking faster than he's growing. Yellow's maintaining pretty close to max up population, so Yellow just needs to just pour it on in, secure the trade, and Orange does resign. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That was a good first game. On to the next one. Let's see. Next one I will do is from this player. Also, I want to grab a bit more caffeine. While that's thinking. Nope. Next replay I'm looking for is Danube Divide. 29, I think it's this one. Yep, 54. Mongols versus the House of Lancaster. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the top side as the blue Mongols, we got Tag Recon. So on the bottom right side as the yellow House of Lancaster, we got Enovaku. Oh, I butchered that name well enough. Something I immediately noticed, well, this is a custom map. I think I figured out my issue why I had trouble downloading custom maps. You see here, these are 1600 gold deposits, the small ones. This map has what appears to be 2 natural small golds, 2 large central golds, which are pretty close to each other. Yellow managed to get both his tree deposits close by. Blue has his separated. It is Mongols, and so it's probably better for them to be closer than farther apart. Let's see now. On the south, got both sides have 3 gold deposits. Down, oh, more down here. Got abandoned outpost for just line of sight. More line of sight there. Got scattered deposits of 3 deers. So handful of small deer deposits. 4 deposit. Let's see what else is there on the map. Got some pairs of berries. That's not too great. No fishies out in the creek, but you can still go for dock for some archer ships, and archer ships are pretty good. Castle Lancaster being established. Oh, there is a Forgotten Ruins there. Controller players inside the ruins gain 60 stones per minute. After 6 minutes, a relic is excavated. That's pretty nice. That is also pretty useful for the Mongols. Here as well, it says, and the ruin is exhausted when the relic gets excavated. Got it. Wait, did the villagers come out of it? Am I crazy? Oh, you have the garrison village inside for the Forgotten Ruin. You can see the neutral entity there. They could probably make it color-coded if in the future, but still. Some of these, since it's a custom map, I haven't seen this point of interest. And now the silver tree being established there. This trade post is not in the corner, which is a bit of a problem. Those maps seems unusually large to me. It could be just all the small deposits in the map, which may give a bit a misleading characteristic, but that seems like it's a little bit, looks gonna be a bit of a short path, but like I said, it seems a little bit large. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oops, my apologies, hit my microphone. Castle Line Castle established back here to protect the stone and gold deposit. And it looks like yellow may be eyeing for a bit of a manor boom. Looks like there's also more abandoned outposts on the map. Oh, over here, more abandoned outposts. So a very large number of abandoned outposts. And there's also 4 relics here online, 2 for each player, 1 for each Forgotten Ruins. We got some early horsemen established here, nice and early. Not going for times 2 cash there, probably just went for early horsemen just to intercept this horsemen or scouts. So you can start collecting up the Forgotten Ruins. Archery range being established here. The Silver Tree is migrating. Actually, okay, he is taking an indirect path there. Got it. Horseman does go down there. We do have another town center being going for the gold deposit there. I have a feeling that yellow could eye for a white tower up north to try to scare these gold deposits. Regular horseman can hit by some arrows. Does have good, nice horseman detachment. Going for another ×2 Keshik. Multiple barracks being established in the field. Going for some spearmans likely. Hunting falcon there. Exotic doggo demands head pats. Trying to find another opportunity to engage. Of course, it does find the castles. These arrows are 8 damage, so they will pierce the armor to a pretty good degree. Veteran spearmen or hardened spearmen being researched by yellow. Takes out the exotic doggo there. And do now have the Forgotten Ruins once again obtained. Of course, he needs the garrison village inside of it. I think the actual capturing aura does nothing. Maybe evicts the villager from it. Not sure. But the nice thing about it, the Mongol player can get some gold collection. Not gold stone. 60 stone per minute, so like a 15 stone every 15 seconds is very nice. $44 gold, yet just I thought that's not a good trade. Mongols can make do with it, but it's not great. We also got some spearmen and yeomen being deployed up by yellow. Got a number of archers here. Our yeomen do have 6 tower range rather than 5. Not to mention they cost 10 more. Villager does okay, it does looks like evacuates the Forgotten Ruins. ×2 archer being established here. Blue is trying out an escort in the trade detail, but not really necessary moment. But that's with our Castle Vision. When it comes to those abandoned observation posts, he sees this much, so there are some holes in his vision. It'd still be a good idea to start getting outposts along the path line to improve the trade speed. The trader's speed. More archers being established in the field. More Keshiks as well. And generally, against the archers, or in this case yeomen, it is better to go for horsemen. Horsemen are far more cost-effective against the yeomen than Keshiks.
Ik eil gangende. Volien.
Looks like the rest of the sheep are being cleaned up. We do have a deer carcass there. Does he have professional scouts? Wasn't paying close enough attention to that. He does not have professional scouts. He is going for not professional wheelbarrows. You can always go improve professional scouts for some odd reason. Archer range now being south of here. Try and torch down this archer range. Probably trying to bring in his he has a good cavalry force here. The archers can push forward, hit this spearman, and then let the cavalry hit the yeoman. He seems pretty vulnerable to me at the moment. Archer push forward, just having yep, he does Q order all the spearmen. Keshik's distracting the spearmen. Yeoman hitting some of these guys here, but they do have some armor to work with. +1 range armor being researched. We got +1 range damage already researched. Bit of a spear brace there. Got the speed arrow there for extra mobility. Very good. That's actually probably a better arrow than the attack speed arrow at the moment. So his archers getting in range of the spearmen, and not to mention his horsemen, cavalry in range of the yeomen. These archers looks like are being focus fired there quite nicely. Though some of the units are getting quite scatteredly wounded, so him not focus firing wouldn't be half bad either. And looks like Blue does have overall wins that fight quite handily, has a higher destroyed value than his opponent, and has majority of all the observation posts still secured. Still got some exotic doggos biting him. Level 1 manners being researched. Looks like Keshik's being drawn on in, like the general move or an attack move, so didn't get spear braced. Now here comes the charge. We'll get spear braced there. Keshik's can't really stand up versus spearmen like other knights. They offer a lot less health for their cost. And I think, yeah, Blue has obtained Boar. So opening more manners here. Honestly, you don't really need castle Lancaster caster for the manners you place in the backline, though it does keep these resources nice and safe. And maybe some trading later in the future safe. But overall, with this very defensive position, it'll keep the manners safe from raids, but that's about it. You could have eyed for the Abbey of Kings and get out the Lord of Lancasters. But honestly, Lord of Lancaster's not super great either, honestly. New Khan has risen. Let's see. Relic in 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Yellow's not garrisoned this one. Could have got that garrison just to get extra stone income, though it would be 15 stone per minute, which is actually not great for a compared to 4-stone miner. Mongols love it because they just need stone because that's their limited resource. Maybe all other civilizations actually doesn't. That's 6 stones per minute. That's greater than 1 villager's income, so never mind. So yeah, Yellow should be at least getting 1 villager inside of there, unless he really doesn't care for stone income. Though he is playing Lord of the House Lancaster, so I would assume he actually would want that stone income. Yeah, Yellow should have been trying to excavate the ruin. The base collection is effectively 40 resources per minute, if I remember correctly. Yeoman here does find some of these units. Yo is approaching enough resources to age on up. House of Lancaster is approaching enough gold, but far from the food. On level 2 Silk Road at the moment. Prototype now being established. Looks like Blue's gonna try to close the game sooner rather than later. Archers moving around. Capital right there, starting to be surrounded by some farms. Prototype is not complete. Now he needs to get the veteran step lancer as soon as he can, as well as perhaps get the actual step lancer upgrade. Looks like the Ovo is out of stone. Sacred Site Forgotten Runes have been forcibly ejected. Those just backs on off. At least the Manors will provide some fire support and protection for this set of farms, but no garrison protection. I suppose to now think about it as well, Lancaster Castle at least does still provide the levy, so I suppose it's not as useless as I was trying to describe it as earlier. The levies are okay. I just don't understand what's the real value of Demi Lancers still. Yeoman levy can give you a slight discount on a group of yeomen, but it's actually not too significant. It's a one-time extra muster for a moderate discount. And the exact militia program could be nice. Haven't really done time to count it. But I still don't really understand the real purpose of Demi Lancers. I think they're weaker than horsemen, aren't they? White Tower now being established. That's an interesting spot. I understand why you can't really escort it up here right now, but it probably would have been a good idea to take his force, take some villagers, and escort to this gold deposit. It will also provide some projection up this gold deposit. Though there will be a possibility of warships in the future. Blue's going to try to close out the game. He does not have siege engineers, nor let alone improve siege engineers. He does have only 60 stone. He needs to find another Ovo. This would be the best spot, the Ovo. Prototype in melee range of the archery range. Does have better than archer. These guys can get the 11 damage if they get +2 range damage. Prototype's getting some also health regen in these nearby forces. Veteran Yeoman research, which would be useful for his already existing force, but he really needs to get out some crossbone right now. He has enough Yeoman on the field to really warrant it, but it's still, yeah, like I said, he needs to focus on the crossbone. Does melt some of these buildings, get some raid bounties. Nice little escort there. It's always a good idea to keep some units nearby for a bit of protection. Generally, I'll say a Spearman 2 is a good option, since most of the time people attack the trade line with horsemen and other cavalry units. Precision shots being researched now. Did I see +50 gold? We do actually have the raid bounty research, so he has increased income here. Very, very nice. After torching down 3 buildings, you start making a profit, so he probably has made a profit. Very, very good. Now, every time you torch down a building, it just pure upside. Kurultai needs to pack on up and get on out of there. As well, when the Kurultai is packed up, it has 0 range armor. say 30 trade is a good adequate number. And we've got good enough pastures being established as well. The Mongol player is making good transition right now, though needs the all resources. He's also obtained 2 relics and picked up a 3rd. The shaman's bringing it back. Remember as well, relics is one of the few other ways that Mongols get stone income. Outside of Ovos, of course. I'm trying to figure out where the prayer tents are. There it is. Precision Shot gets a pretty good volley there, but luckily health regen is also being very effective right now. The Tithe Barn can plus 10 stone, can also get additional plus 5 stone for the improved Tithe Barn, but will cost a lot of stone for that. It's generally not worth it. Like most improved upgrades, they're just entirely not worth it. Pearl typing re-established here. Take out the farms is another good raid target there. Get some more raid bounties. Pearl type's been established, has taken some damage there. Maybe passing a single villager forward to get some repairs going. We do now have multiple battery rounds being established there. No improved siege engineers just yet. Going to take time to try to torch it down. Yeoman, precision shot there on top of those units. Pretty good volley there. And the Curl Tide does get set ablaze. I think building those battery rams like that was not a good idea when the Curl Tides went to fire. Doing the Curl Tide is a pretty big loss. It's generally win condition for the Mongols. Multiple barracks now being established there. Against all these archers, Earl's Guards wouldn't be half bad. I mentioned they will have the dagger throw against the Keshiks. Keshiks, since they're more on the lower damage, high attack speed, they actually are not that great for heavy units like man at arms. With a low health, high DPS sort of style, they have to do their damage quickly, and even fighting against armored units is not great for them. Now the Step Lancer research there, as well as going for the Venom Megadites, maybe going to eye for Megadites in the future. These initial research makes them possibly later on. Problem is, Yeomen are excellent, and you will have to rely on probably Cognitive Palace next day to get out any Khan's Hunters. Forgotten Ruins not currently garrison. Pretty good precision shot there. So the last 2 relics are located here and here. Looks like another local doggo here. Shaman's heading to the sacred site there. Looks like he's going to have some harsh language with the monks. Battery rounds just stalling out since they're pretty much worthless right now. You just use them as a bit of a buffer. Yellow has a staggering army of 129 units in the field. The values are actually quite similar though, or largely thanks to the Keshiks, which may find encirclement, but they will find encirclement into some spearmen. Archers now again. There's too many crossmen by the Mongol player at the moment. He's not fighting against any heavy armor. I suppose there's some Palace or Earl's Guards in the field. Good spearman engagement onto the Keshiks. Archers find way against his opponent's spearman though. These Keshiks trying to rotate around. He is getting a good decent stockpile of sheeple. Though the rally point seems not good. It's not along the edge of the town center that may cause some issues. But not too much in comparison to, say, farms. It's just only a slight... just quite equal to the farms, one layer of farms like this. Spearman there. And there's also some Yum hitting some of these villagers. Keshiks up here. I've got these forces probably trying to rotate around and engage the trade post, which is right there. outpost here providing some good spotting. Just got a stream of units there. But blue will intercept them. However, yellow's pushing pretty far forward here. Looks like a number of villagers went down there. Maybe a precision shot there if I hazard a guess. Villagers gonna get picked off by these yeomen. Yeomen getting some good kills on those traders. Archers not retaliating. Maginot there in a good spot. Gets good volley there. But this one did a good job of minimizing damage received. More of these villagers going down. More of those traders going down. Calling the civilian mounts quite heavily. Yeomen force hours have intermediate speed, and blue has not built a single Yom network or outpost there. So he does not have the faster mobility to help catch up and protect this trade line. There's, of course, this one over here. He's trying to get in the radius there, allowing his units to move a bit more quickly engaged. Now he can actually outpace the yeoman. Blue should have gone for a chain of Yom outposts relatively sooner. Yellow shooting some reinforcements across the map. He's sending some units down over here, I believe. A couple outposts here, unupgraded. Villager trying to decapture the stickers like that. Maybe took it for a shaman. Level 2 manners not being queued on up. I didn't realize he didn't already have that. Only has 6 manners at the moment. It looks like the monk there does get impaled for Keshiks, which could be useful to help intercept these forces. Outpost here, intercepting, very nice. Of course, no upgrade on these. Got a single sheeple there. Couple more outposts there. Let's see, how's Stone? He has not rebuilt the Ovo, has he? That's something he should have done a long time ago. Right now, this Ovo is effectively doing nothing. It's providing no research, providing no abilities. We've got now the White Stupa now being... The Cognitive Palace now being established there, which would give him some good value. As well as if you get some Khans Hunters, that'd be great to go along with any veteran or elite Megadai play. This opponent has, of course, been using trash units, the Yeoman, Spearmen, and now he's trying to mix in some Earl's Guards. Earl's Guards are superior to Man-at-Arms. They're equal in health, equal in armor, they have superior movement speed, and have the dagger throw to go along with it, with ability to get +4 damage. Gold up here has not been seized by either player. Yellow could eye for the Berkshire Palace, so cover both of these. Even though the Warden Guard Palace is very fun. Ovo is finally being reestablished somewhere. And there's a Common Palace. First round is Warrior Monks. He has a good number of pastures right now in the field. He does have 19 pastures with the level 2 food collection. Let's just go assume that 19 pastures can approximately support, let's just say times 2, and round it up a little bit. So 40 villagers on food, which right now he has 32, so he has adequate amount. Not to mention he's maxed on sheeple, which means he's gonna, even if he does get oversaturated, he will last for a bit of time. Quite a bit of force here. Yellow's now responding. His next round is some nested bees. Trying to research Tide Barn there as well. Trying to get extra stone. He's actually going for stone commerce as well. Really trying to squeeze out as much stone as possible, which is probably a good idea. Silk bowstring research there as well. Gets good volley there. Oh, well, since next one is Elite Post Archers, they finally updated, so it now adds up there. Relics picked on up. Maybe we're trying to go for some warlords there. Might as well drop off those relics. Wait, that was with the warrior monks. That may have been misclicked. They do move at a decent pace. They don't have the Abbey of the Trinity upgrades. I think he should drop off those relics. I don't think he should be using them in combat. He needs the Tide Barn effect because this Tide Barn's going to be useless if he doesn't get them back in there. I'm not sure what he's doing at the moment. Got a good round of horse archers, which does improve by the elite cons hunter as well. Which also doesn't have a scout, get him a scout. Roaring Guard Palace now being established on the field. He has put back the relics, so that may have been just a misclick. Next is a Weak Pal. The Weak Pal could be actually pretty useful right now. Give himself a free elite trebuchet. 33 traders, that's probably enough for now. They should be fine on gold income, and now have a supplementary source of stone, wood, and food from the trade as well. He has a pretty good balance for his food and gold, which means he can maintain Keshik production, but he does not have elite Keshiks. He's not going for any of the elite research at the moment, so I'm not sure what Blue is currently eyeing. He seems a little passive at the moment. At the elite yeoman upgrade, elite Earl's Guard, and overall it just seems like Blue's just very passive at the moment. And yellow as well. Going some outposts here. Putting some outposts nearby where the villagers are working out is not a bad idea for extra garrisonal protection. Going for a bomb barn placement. I think he needs to put these outposts behind the town center so the villagers can easily migrate into them. So there's this little opening here, arrow here as well. Cannot speak. Opening area here as well. Warrior Monk obtained the sacred site now. It does have Boyar's Fortitude, and that's where the plus 25 health comes from. Looks like Blue is being very passive, trying to get some of his backline stuff sorted on out. Has still 19 pastures. And he's maxed out on sheep, which is fine. We have some garrison commands, getting some spearmen and a free Earl's Guard to go along with him at a pretty good production rate. And Senior is being researched by the House of Lancaster, who's going for still a trash army. His gold income is somewhat stagnant. He has a good amount of gold income. There's his gold stockpile has gone down. Good amount of range. Right now, it feels like Spring Golds and Mangonels will both be quite useful right now. Incendiary arrows, adjustable crossbars, biology. It looks like Yellow's gonna make an advance. You should see this army advancing. He knows his trade's gonna get hit pretty hard very soon. Blue's gonna try. These are archers, which are going to run to a roadblock. They do have incendiary. No, they don't have incendiary arrows just yet. Blue's bring back this various forces here, which includes a good amount of siege weapons, 4 Mangonels and a nest of bees. But this is a sizable force here, 110 military units here, and which I think that's all right there. Incendiary arrows almost complete here. Blue will get incendiary arrows. Mangonels, there may not be anti-melee units like Spring Gulls, but good enough volley of fire does make them good damage there. Good hit there. Keshik's not pushed way forward. Got some. Ooh, the range units do take some hits. Does have some elite Magadai here from the Cognitive Palace. He actually is going for a large number of elite Magadai in general. Archers come for a flank. We do have the arrow fired off there. Don't know if he has the whistling arrow though. No traders there. He's starting to garrison everything, as we'll get some emplacements nearby, bombarding emplacements largely. Got the Ovo here as well. No whistling arrow upgrades. The whistling arrow upgrades one of the super valuable upgrades. And I think multiplayer should go for this upgrade far more often. Magadai now pursuing. They have offer excellent DPS, and when they get to age 4, they actually become worth something, since they do have a multiple effect with the Ashira Bowlan's upgrade, as well as the incendiary arrows. Got this force push way forward. In comparison, these Elite Yeomen right now doing 13 damage. These Magadai do 16 damage with the incendiary arrows. And they have ×2 attack speed. Problem is health, but luckily thanks to biology they get some extra health go along with them. In short, Magadai are only really viable in age 4, in my opinion. And then become also much more easy to use in Death Ball army. But Yellow's force are coming in piecemeal, that's not great. He's summoning reinforcements there, which is pretty good. Having trouble stocking all the resources, going for more upgrades, going for the army tactics as well. Mangonels, good hit there. Magadai are also good at killing and wiping out villagers, since they can just simply run through a farming line and take them out. And now we do, what about the Huihui? Yeah, the Huihui Pal is still alive somewhere. It's a very powerful asset. 18 range, plus 600 versus buildings. Looks like the Warrior Monk taking time to heal up some of these guys here. He has a lot of work ahead of him. Yeah, let's make another advance. This odd abandoned outpost will spot it. We got some Magadai. We've got a Khan's Hunter here, so getting the supplemented Khan's Hunter is going to be very useful. That's his only one though. That's the bees. Fires a decent volley there. Maganels get an okay volley there. Magadai gets a hit there on the Spearman. They need to start backing off. The Khan's Hunter is still alive. Trying to find some more of these traders. We got some bombarding placements here. He has 600 stone stockpiled up, which could be useful for, say, improved biology, I would say. That'll help with Magadai. Got some bombardment placements here. You additionally can go for the improved Yam Network in the future, which will give these traders some health regen to help resist multiple raids. Let's got some of those traders there. Outpost there. Huihui Pal is taking some damage there. They got received some throwing knives. Throwing knives are classified as range damage. Does save the Huihui Pal's task of villager repair it. Very good. Many villagers repaired, I should say. Oh, got around the palace guard here. Another round of horse archers and another Khan's Hunter. Right now has 2 Khan's Hunters, which is very important. Next round is Roost Knights, which does come up with the poleaxes and the Boyar's Fortitude. So you get the excellent Roost and Knights. Maganel, or not Maganel, Huihui Pao advancing. Of course, does have a long setup time there. And rolls a miss. You now have the Venhobler upgrade, which is probably a good counter to the Magadai, being a horseman variant. And the horse, it does get bonus damage versus ranged units, and Magadai, of course, are mounted ranged units. You see here the Elite Knights see the +6, +4, that's from Poleaxe. You got a very divisible health there. He must have I want to take a look at a blacksmith. See what type of advanced research he has gotten. There it is. Let's see. No advanced biology. Or no improved biology. Has a decent amount of stone stockpiled up. Needs a lot of stone for it though. Oh, there goes a quick pal. Got a large number of demi-lancers. Only has one castle in the field, so only gets +1 damage. If you really want demi-lancers to work, you probably need multiple keeps in the field for the maximum damage increase. Villagers need to get inside these outposts and town centers. They're starting to scatter now. Got a bit of force there. And, ooh, that is a bit of a choke point now, isn't it? Looks like a good number of villagers go down there. Both players have 92 villagers. Or civilians, at least. Some of these civilians going down. Yeomanry forward. I think that choke point may have screwed Blue over. He does have close to the Yum network now, allowing them to quickly get back on home. And the urbanized terrain makes it good for horse archers for the Magadai. Cognitive Palace next point out Quickly Pow to replace his previous one. Got some knights mixed on in. And let's just start to see some damage. They do have a little less armor than most of our heavy cavalry. Actually, no, it looks like in Age 4 they do have the same base of heavy armor as knights. It's not too terribly bad. It must be that their Dark Age variant just really sucks. Though the base damage in Imperial Age is still not great. These guys are pretty wounded. The bombard emplacements may be able to pick them off, though the Magadai would do a good job taking them out as well. Yellow's trying to remax an army. Blue has lost a good number of civilians. Has 23 traders in the field, so he still has max out Silk Road. Never bothered getting a single gold mining technology. Blue's not eyeing for a counterattack. He needs to send a Magadai into his opponent's farming line. He needs to split off a group of them. They can quickly make short work of villagers. Magadai starting to split on up, surround his opponent, getting hit by a pretty big wave of demi-lancers. Precision shot rained a little bit short. And we'll pick off half the army as the yellow's reinforcements are getting split on up. There are 2 cons hunters in the field. A couple horse archers, roost horse archers. He can start going to his opponent's villager line. Once he finds the farming line, he just needs to run through. And they'll be all dead. But Yellow's going behind for a counterattack as well. Of course, he doesn't have any benefits on any walls. And since he's putting his outposts up front, it makes it easy to pick. He has some units here, so he's going to reinforce himself here. Next round's Palace Guard, which is going to be good. Problem is outnumbered. Don't try to destroy structures, just go straight for the villagers. He's in shot there, gets a pretty good volley there. The urbanized terrain allows the Mangonels to get some extra shots there, as well as Magadai. Good hit there from the Mangonel. Does get picked off there. Here comes the Palace Guard. Next round is a nest of bees. We've got some villagers heading over here, shanking or torching down the bombard. Gold up here is completely untouched. Somehow. I understand why the Mongol player is not going first. He's been relying on trade. I'm so surprised the House of Lancaster has not even touched his gold on his side of the field. More Magadai there for reinforcements. 73, 75 civilians. And the Magadais do manage to get back on home. A lot of infrastructure being established here. Hopefully the Magadai just goes to his opponent's farming line and break it. And if the opponent decides to pursue him, or not, if he doesn't decide to pursue him, he could simply take time to torch down the farms to get all the raid bounties. Speaking of which, how's the raid? Let's see, Ovo. Ovo's up here, collecting up stone. He does have the, oh, he's going for the improved stone raid bounty. To get with all that fully upgraded, he will have 75 stone, food, and gold per raid, which is getting pretty valuable. And farms do count as a raid target. Don't torch down the barracks. If you want to torch anything down, go for the farms. Magadi are meant to take on military units and civilians, and not meant to take on structures, like most of these units. He's trying to fall back there. Does get by some precision shot there. He needs to just simply pass the Magadai out the formation, let the knights do the work. The capital is being sieged down by the Hui Pao up here. We do have... Oh, we got a grouping knight here in Games of Hobos. That's actually going to be very good for the whole Roost Knights. They're ripping them apart. Hobos, since they're weaker but cheaper horsemen, which means the higher armor of the knights means they're pretty good at resisting damage. A Roost Knight has 8 melee armor. A Hobler has 15 damage, so they hardly do any damage versus the buffed Roost Knights. Some sort of arrow was cast there. I'm not sure which one, though. Looks like attack speed arrow. Of course, without whistling arrows, it does not last for very long. Trying to set this gold deposit. And I really wish the Mongol player just takes a group of his Magadai, find the back line, and just start raking the farmers. Vanguard piles not currently blowing out anything. Garrison commands are still probably good. Spearmen in general are a good counter to all those mounted units, though they will have trouble connecting. Earl's retinue is not necessarily a half bad option. Yellow's not pushing forward there. Blue has a much higher destroyed value by nearly 20,000, but he's just not been doing anything decisive. He's just been pushing forward and falling back immediately multiple times. Bombard here now engaged. If you take out the villagers, at least the bombard can slowly pick everything off, but here comes Yellow. Since Mongols can't deploy out any walls, he has no way to stop this every single time. Got some Roost Knights and some Warrior Monks here. And a nest of bees. Very good precision shot there. Cold a significant number of villagers here. He has built a secondary town center here. And a good number of sheep went down, so gonna be stockpiling a good number of sheeps. Nest of bees firing a volley there. Plenty of food for these villagers now. Massive stockpile carcass of sheep. Cotton Palace takes some damage there. That's another attack speed arrow there. Oh no, it's defense arrow. Another good arrow. Some volley there. Blue's having trouble remax army. Yellow has also having trouble trying to repair the Cognitive Palace. And the Mongol is actually low on food. Just go for, I guess, for Magadai, since they cost, actually no, Magadai costs food as well, not wood. I always forget this is the wrong Age of Empires game. Range equals something that costs wood and gold. But yep, now there's a big stockpile of food there, so regardless how many villagers it has. Oh, we do now the Pax Mulligani, how do you pronounce that? Giving his outpost some extra health and some extra armor. And going for a big round of bombards. He has his massive stockpile of stone. He's got a blacksmith over there. He does have improved biology. Let's see, against all this force here, I think, yeah. Oh, we'll say he just queued up siege works, which is good. You can start getting some ×2 units on the field now. But he's of course going for a big round of defenses, which is not a bad idea. He's been having trouble with defense. You have now the Gunpowder Command. Walkman does take a volley there from a cannon placement. Alvern sets ablaze on the outpost. A new con has risen. Overall, right now, it seems like Horseman would be a great option for the Mongol player. Magnol's roll miss there. Hobars straight forward. Kesha's now engaging. One of you guys improved Step Lancer. Doesn't appear to be, actually. Massive precision shot there. Gets a pretty good volley. Magnol's safely in the backside. The ball comes straight forward. Do take a massive volley there from the Mangonels. Then Lancer's coming for a flank, but do get intercepted by reinforcements. Kesh is now charging way forward. And do have now forward keeping established. Gets a good volley there from the Mangonels. Doesn't appear to have the torches, additional torches research, let alone improve additional torches. There's still a lot of decent stockpile resources, so you can start eyeing for the improved torches as well. That really does help out. Another precision volley there, gets good volley. He does take a pretty good hit there. Mangonels can get a good volley on those villagers. Does largely avoid it. Magnai will also start hitting the villagers as they get outside the keep and in range. Mangonels to get a pretty good volley there, though a lot of water splashes. The Mongol player has not a big stockpile of Qs going, but I hear a lot of stuff being built. Conic Palace is building in some more Roost Knights. Mangonels get a very good volley on the villagers, so they will likely go down relatively soon. Keep a set of blades just relatively soon as well. Oh, of course, yeah, there's no improved adjustable crossbars, is there? Mangonels straight forward. House Lancasters has decent stockpile of resources, a little bit low in wood, but plenty of resources to work with. The Mongol has plenty of gold to work with. Nest Beast does go down there. Another whistling arrow deployed in the field. But of course, it's only the 5-second arrow, not the 12-second arrow. 12-second arrow makes a massive difference. Ovo is depleted, so that other Ovo is not completely consumed. Some of the Mangonels has gone down. Newsman will break his way forward. Yellow's trying to go for more Hobblers and more garrison commands. He's gonna find the levies. He has gone for all the levies. We got a big wave of Mongol bombars on the field. I didn't see him getting those on the field, but looks like they're just now coming on out. Oh, got some forces down here. Roost Knights. That looks like a lot of production that the Mongol player could hit. Has right now one Khan's Hunter for his powerful increased range aura. Right now the Magadais will have 5.75 tile range. Now the Whistling Arrow finally being researched, improved Whistling Arrow. Nice, or catches on engage. Precision shot there onto the Magadais. Bombars pretty forward. Got some Hank-Candiers pulled for the House of Lancaster. Slowly being picked on off though. They are getting outranged by the Magadai. Board outpost here, which will help out with the reinforcements and mobility of the Yalm network. Bombars push forward. The capital is now under siege. We've all tasked some villagers to try to recover the Pearl Tile while at it. They'll help him get a further foothold in this region. Then next is not straightforward. And Yellow has resigned. As Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. I have time for one more replay tonight. Please give me a moment to use the restroom though. My apologies, I'm back. And let me get my drink over here. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's see now. What's another good long replay? Get my drink over here.